I'm Rosetta. Choose one card, number 1, number 2, or number 3, and let's do a detailed tarot reading for you with your guidance from Spirit. This week we're asking, how will you meet your soulmate? And if you might already know your soulmate, timestamp for the card you chose will be in the description, and you can go directly to your reading from that timestamp. Okay, everybody, let's go. Welcome, Group 1. While I'm shuffling the cards for you, please focus your mind on anything that you would like to learn in this reading for the week ahead, whether or not it has to do with our theme. And by focusing your attention on what you really want to receive most from this reading, it's my intention that you'll receive at least one important bit of guidance or information that's going to help you in the next 7 days, whether or not it has anything to do with whether you're going to meet your soulmate. How will you know your soulmate? Okay, the first card I'm going to put here is, do you already know that person? You might. All right, and then we're just going to do 3 more cards around a little description of the qualities of your soulmate, anything else you need to know about your soulmate. And let's just do one more, which will be, are you currently, or have you ever been in a relationship with this soulmate? Because the first card we drew, the Fool, indicates that you may already know your soulmate. So let's just ask one more question. Have you been involved with that person so far? No. Okay, so 2 of Cups. So let's get into it. Group 1. So do you already know your soulmate? Very likely you do know this person. Have you been in a relationship with this person yet? Very clearly, no, you have not. This is the 2 of Cups in reverse. So, well, let's take this a couple of ways. Likely you have not, while you know this person, you have not been in a relationship with this person. But another reading of this card is perhaps you have been and you have broken it off with this person, or you were once involved, now you are not. What's going on with this person? Because sometimes a soulmate is not necessarily the most happy relationship for you, with you. A lot of times your soulmate comes into your life so that you can learn certain lessons, but it's not going to, a soulmate is a lot of times the person who causes you the most grief and with whom you have the most growth as a human being. And we have the Magician in reverse, indicating there was a very powerful attraction. Perhaps this was even a person who you feel drew you in. And then you found out maybe later that this person wasn't the person that you thought he or she was. We've got the Justice card in reverse, indicating that perhaps this person, this person might act in the moment for whatever the person is interested in having in the moment, is not thinking, is this fair to others? Am I hurting others? These kind of concerns might not have any bearing in the way this person behaves. And another reason I say that is the person is represented by the Fool card. So this is someone who might be a lot of fun, may have a lot of good ideas, may have a lot of dreams, but do they actually play out in real life? And what happens to the people that this person may pass over or pass through along the way? So it's looking like not the happiest situation. But beneath this card, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. So here's your card, the card you chose. Here's the card that represented your soulmate. Here is the card that underlies your life, though, Group 1, and it's the 10 of Pentacles. So regardless of whether your soulmate stayed in your life long term, your future is so bright. The legacy that you're passing on is so rich. Whether you're with another person or not, You have this great talent and ability to be able to make this rich, flowering life with all good things in it, whether or not. So if you're thinking, well, I can't have a good life without a soulmate in my life. I can't make a good life on my own. How could I be happy? This card is just sitting here to tell you that you can self-fulfill. I like to talk sometimes about succulents. The cactuses, like the jade plant, cactuses that water and feed themselves, that retain nutrients, and can go out without rain for a long time and be beautiful, flowering. A lot of times these succulents are good luck plants. So I see that for you, but I bet you are asking, well, maybe can you only have one soulmate in this lifetime? Is this it? What if you know exactly who this soulmate was and it sure did not work out the way you hoped it would? So does this mean that's it? No more soulmate? So let's put the word soulmate aside for the moment, group one. And let's just talk about happy relationships, happy long-term companionship and relationship. Because as we already talked about many times, the soulmate does not bring joy. The soulmate brings life lessons. So let's see what else we can learn about this. So what else is in store for my beautiful people in group one today when we talk about long-term, happy, loving relationships? Oh, yes, there is. All right, so there's a couple of options here, group one. Here's, of course, the one that I like for you, the Knight of Wands. So this is a responsible person who can make things happen, who has all of the good qualities that you hoped this person would have and did not. But he's not the only person you're going to meet. We also have the Knight of Cups in reverse. So it looks like you're going to have the choice of a few people. And based on the learning that you did with this original person who has passed out of your life, or perhaps is someone you know and are attracted to, but you never were in relationship with. So if you know who this person is and you haven't been in a relationship yet, this is not the best choice for you. You're looking for somebody who fulfills all of the qualities of this Ten of Pentacles. This person has a good job. This person knows what he or she is doing in life. This person will stand up for you and be there for you when you need this person. So when you see and get to know someone who ticks all of these boxes, it's not just passion. It's not just, oh, you're attracted to the person's charm, but the person just brings you grief. No, you're going to know this person, by their fruits. You will know them. That's this person. So be on the lookout for this person. And then there's also going to be some other people that come into your life that are more like this guy. And promises, mood swings, says one thing and does another. So the main point here is that there's more than one person coming in for you. And you're looking for the one that creates the stability, that offers to do nice things for you, who has the ability to say, hey, let's go on vacation, my treat, wants to build a home together or already has a beautiful home. All right, that is what I have for you, group one. Did this reading speak to you? If it did, please like this video and leave me a quick comment below. To me, the comments are the highlight of every video. To me, is to hear from you. And if you are a regular in viewing my videos, want to know when a new video posts, hit subscribe and also click the notification bell, and that's how you will get a little notification on your YouTube when I post a new video. Sending you love and blessings for a beautiful week ahead, and see you in my next video. Welcome, group two. As I shuffle the cards, please focus your attention on anything that you would like to know in this reading. Maybe there's something you want to know that doesn't have anything to do with the theme of the day. That's fine. Please focus on anything you most need to know. And it's my intention that when you do that, it's likely you're going to receive at least one important message for the week ahead. So the first card I'm going to draw at the top of this spread is, do you already know your soulmate? And I also want to remind everyone that soulmates are not the people who bring you the most joy in life. Sometimes they are the people who bring you the most pain and learning experience in this life. So let's see what we have for you. All right, do you know this person yet? Likely you do not. Likely you have not met this person yet. Let's find out a little bit more about this person. All right, so, So you likely don't know this person yet, but this person is not necessarily someone who's going to bring joy into your life. So almost without going card by card, what have we drawn here? 3 from the suit of cups, which a lot of times is the love suit, the emotional suit, the intuitive suit. And we've got 3 in reverse. We've got the King of Cups in reverse, the 6 of Cups in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse. So all of the things. So here's wishes fulfilled. Here's the kindness, the lovingness between friends, or could be partner as well. Okay? And then we've got the King of Cups in reverse. So all of those good, touchy-feely feelings that you might wish to have in a soulmate, this person may look like that at first, but not working out that way. So with this type of reading, what does that mean for you, Group 2? Does that mean that if you're attracted to someone, you should avoid them because bad things are likely to happen? Well, no, because you don't know when you are attracted to someone, whether exactly what's going to happen. People turn up in our lives for just different reasons at one time or another. Sometimes you'll look back on your life and a relationship will come, or a physical attraction will happen, and it burns out really fast. But does that mean you wish you never had met that person? Sometimes they serve a purpose. Sometimes they're that bridge person after you go through a breakup. There's so many reasons that people show up for a brief time. So the lesson here is to be careful when you are overwhelmed by thinking, oh my God, I met my soulmate. Don't give yourself over to this person too quickly. Don't believe in this person too quickly. Hey, this is always good advice, no matter what the situation. Take it slow. See how that person acts in a variety of situations, and just carefully vet that person and see whether the person really is who he or she is pretending to be, or is showing themselves as. Because we've all been in relationships where, it's about that 6-month mark when the person really starts to show their true colors, and by that time, sometimes, especially if we're talking about a male-female, I can't speak to having a female partner. Maybe it works equally both ways, but oftentimes, the person wants the sex, they want what they want, and they will do or say anything to get what they want. And as soon as they do, oh my God, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So we're seeing something that might be along those lines here. All right, so that is person that you're going to feel is your soulmate that's likely to turn up the soonest. Since we don't particularly like this person for you, we're not going to talk about when this person's likely to appear, but let's talk about other options for you, Group 2, a little bit, and see who else might turn up, because a similar thing happened in my Group 1 reading today, that the soulmate was not the guy, so to speak. And so then, of course, I wanted to find out for everyone, so what other alternatives are there? Because soulmates are not most people's happy place. They come to teach us lessons. A lot of times they come to bring the sorrow that teaches us how to find the right one for ourselves. All right, who else do we have? Uh-oh, kind of got two there, so let's see what the other one is. All right, so this is what I have to say, group 2. So take this if it resonates, and just shake your head and shake it off if it doesn't. These cards are telling me that you may tend to be someone who always wants to believe that the next person is the one. And it's these, as we saw here, wishes unfulfilled. You give these magical qualities to people who are not magical at all. And so Spirit wants you to know that in order to meet the right person for you, there's a learning process involved, that you need to learn to discern what are the real qualities and signs of a good person. Not what they tell you, not what you want to believe, but the reality of what a person really is. So by honing those skills to be able to really read the character of someone, really know, so group 2, have you had the experience where you're just so in love with someone and your family, your parents, everyone knows this person is no good and you can't see it? So if that resonates with you at all, now is the time for you to hone your character reading skills so that you will see the right person when the right person presents him or herself. And the last one I drew was the 6 of Pentacles, saying that one way that you're going to know this person, this is really kind of interesting, pay extra attention to the generous person. So this person that you're possibly soon to believe is your soulmate is going to be the opposite of this. He's not going to do all those sweet things. He's not even going to make a pretense of doing all of those sweet things. He's going to pretty much be offering you nothing. And you're going to keep saying, but he's so charming, but he's, has so much potential. So for you, group 2, potential is a really bad word for you. Don't ever choose anyone with potential. You have to see that it already exists. So this person is also someone who may have a lot to help you with. So this person's going to want to pitch in and help you out with your plans and dreams. So when you see someone like this, then know that this is someone worth paying a little more attention to. Does it mean that absolutely that's the right person forever and ever and ever? Not necessarily, but this person is going to be the right person for this period of time, and it's going to be someone who you will look at in the future as, wow, that was a positive relationship. All right, that's what I have for you today, group 2. Did this reading speak to you? If it did, please like this video. Leave me a quick comment because you know I'm all about the comments. I love to hear from you. Want to know when a new video posts? Because I typically post more than once a week. So please hit subscribe and click the notification bell. That's how you'll receive a little notification in YouTube that I have posted something new. Sending you love and blessings for a beautiful week ahead, and I hope to see you in my next video. Welcome, group 3. As I shuffle the cards for you, please focus your mind and intentions on anything you would like to know for the week ahead in this reading, whether or not it has to do with our theme. And as you focus your mind, it's always my intention that at least one important piece of information will come out in today's reading that will help you in the week ahead. So the first card that I'm going to pull right at the top of the spread is going to be, do you already know the soulmate? Is this someone you already know? And no, likely you do not. So let's find out a little bit more about the situation. Okay, right away, I need more than what these cards are telling me. Okay, so at the root of the situation, and then let's pull a few more cards. All right, likely no, you do not know this person yet. At the root of the situation, we have the Emperor in reverse. I'm wondering if one of the reasons that it's been difficult for you to meet this person, and hey, let me just interrupt myself to say that soulmates are sometimes the people who hurt you the most. Soulmates come into our lives to teach us various lessons, help us to learn the things we need to learn as souls in this lifetime. And a lot of times, there's karmic issues. So they come into our lives. They've been in our previous lives, and they're coming back. So the soulmate may come back as someone who, in a previous life, you have wronged them, or there are perhaps scores to settle, but there's a previous relationship of some kind very often in the soulmates. So they're the people who teach you the most. Does this mean that they can't be also the great love of your life? No. They can be sometimes, but just know that they're here for our growth and not our bliss and romantic happiness necessarily. And so back to this underlying card of the Emperor in reverse. So I'm wondering whether, group 3, do some of you feel that your relationships are a little bit confusing sometimes because early in life, you had a very harsh authority figure of the same sex as the romantic partner that you're interested in, and it's just hard. It's like you want somebody opposite to this authority figure, and then sometimes that means you end up with a weak person. You're trying to avoid this kind of harsh, perhaps abusive relationship so if you're looking for a man, this is someone of the male gender, and you feel you've healed from it as much as you can, but it's always there in the background, sort of influencing your choices. You don't want to be with someone overbearing and mean like your dad, or for example. So there's some kind of issue like this, perhaps. Or it could be the other way. Perhaps you have a male figure in your life that was weak and couldn't hold a job, and therefore you're always looking for signs with a new partner. Oh, is he going to be that way too? All right, so we've got that at the root of the question. So that might give you a little bit of an idea if this reading is meant for you. And if that doesn't resonate at all, hey, go take a look at my group 1 or group 2 reading, and maybe that one will hit closer to your situation. So now is when I want to pull some extra cards. Yep. All right, so your meeting of this potential soulmate, and of course there can be more than one soulmate in a lifetime, but we have him represented by the King of Wands here. We have you represented by the High Priestess. So he needs to come seeking you, and not you in seeking him. So you want to build up your own personal intuition. Wow, this is so close in a way to what I had in the group 2 reading. So, and maybe it's just because my viewers are really anxious to find these soulmates, and so that's why this message keeps coming through. But this is all about you becoming the High Priestess in your life, knowing your value. This is more than intuition. So this is different than the group 2 reading in that it's not just about intuition, it's about knowing your worth. It's about being the person who doesn't need anyone to reflect back to them that you are worthy. You know that. It's like the reflection of the moonlight on you. You don't need anyone else to prop you up. You don't need anybody else to give you your identity or to give you, to make you feel beautiful or to make you feel worthy. You have that internally. And then the moment that you do, that is when, Ace of Wands, you will meet your King of Wands. Your person who is responsible, yet loving, has that fiery temperament as well, but in a good way. So that's when you're going to meet that person. Whether that person be soulmate or not, Okay, so let's kind of take this soulmate thing out of the equation. So there are soulmates, which everyone feels, or most people seem very interested in. They can be positive, or they can be sometimes very destructive because they're in there to help us learn the lessons of this particular lifetime that we're living. What I see in this person, though, whether you decide that this person is the soulmate or not, what I see in these cards is something very positive for you. I see the Ace of Wands, the King of Wands as being a wonderful relationship that's going to bring you, I believe, let's just pull a couple extra cards here, that I believe is going to bring you a lot of joy and fulfillment. And I think that's what everybody wants to hear. Yeah, this is just giving you a little bit more for whatever reason that Spirit wants to give this. Yeah, so this person is going to take away some of the sting from the ways your previous relationships have dealt with you. So we've got the Five of Swords in reverse. So taking away, if you've ever been lied to, if you've ever been cheated on, this person kind of erases all of the memories of that. This is going to be a beautiful love relationship for you, Group 3. So let me just emphasize before I let you go, how is this going to find you? By you becoming so glowing with the light of your own self-confidence, knowing who you are, so much joy that you bring in to just the glow that is around you, the joyousness with which you live every day. Once you have this, that's when, Ace of Wands, that this person will show up into your life. All right, group 3, if you're still with me, did that resonate? If it did, please like this video. Leave me a quick comment below because you know I'm all about the comments. I love them so much. If you want to know when I post new videos, which is more than once a week, and gosh, when it's from about the middle of the month to the end of the month, I'm posting every day, please subscribe and click the notification bell because then you'll get a little notification on YouTube that you'll know when I post. All right, wishing you a beautiful week ahead, lots of love and blessings, and I hope to see you on another one of my readings very soon.